TGL. It was an absolute romping by the Bay Club, dusted New York. That wasn't really the main focus. The main focus was just how is this thing going to go off?
I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed my time. It does move really quickly. Obviously, the complaints that we've had with other offshoots of golf, like the Showdown, where there's just a lot of dead time, and you're going from tee to the fairway, and these guys aren't Jerry Seinfeld. They're not entertainers. They're not great on camera. They're just really, really good at golf, and that's why they're put into these positions. TGL cuts all of that out. You hit into the screen for your drive, and then boom, the ball is there. The alternate shot was good. It moved at the beginning almost too quickly because they're trying to set it all up where they're throwing the rules at you and the lingo and, oh wow, this technology is so cool, and like you feel disoriented because you're learning all this new thing about all these new things about this golf league while also trying to watch Shane Lowry hit a putt. So it was a lot at first, but I thought once they got into a groove, it worked really well. It's a Tuesday night glorified simulator league, and I don't say that in a condescending way. I think that's a good thing. It's Tiger talked a lot about it in his interview during the broadcast, where he was like, "This is just a different thing."
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was a lot of fun. Obviously, a lot of hype going into it. We went there, and we've said pretty plainly that it's probably going to be better if you're there than it is going to be on the broadcast. Like when we were there, we said there's no doubt that this is a great in-person venue. Like you get 6 of the best golfers on the planet all playing golf right in front of you like they're in a hockey rink where you can see every single one of them. You can see their facial expressions, you can hear them. You've got lights everywhere, music, drinks, food. That's a great experience. Like there's no doubt about that. How will it translate on TV? Obviously it was different. I would agree that it was shocking how fast it was. It was going 10,000 miles an hour. Like you couldn't even get your feet like settled. You were constantly getting bombarded by things. Like as Nate Bargatze would say, let me get my head above water for a second. He talks about reading books. He's like, they're just throwing words at you.
Throw
like,
a blank page in there.
Throw a blank page in there. Let me get my head above water for 1 second. And it kind of felt that way. And it's opening night. So it's opening night of a new league with new rules. It's a whole new version of golf. There's a lot of good things to take away from it. It's fast paced. It's fun. It's visually, appealing, I feel like, because it's just got all these colors and it's like the guys are moving around. There's a couple of negatives, or not negatives, but things that I took away where I'm like, all right, they might have to change some of this. And number one would be, I like the vibe that they're trying to go for in the venue where there's music and there's crowds. I do think golf has been guilty of getting fake crowds before. We've seen it at Ryder Cups and President's Cups, specifically the President's Cup. They will actually purchase like a group of actors to go onto the first tee and scream USA chants and, international chants. And like it sticks out like a sore thumb. I thought last night was very evident of that. I think that they had some people there that were like hooting and hollering. At one point I heard a Bay Club like little chant with a little clap going on where it's like, that's not happening in reality. I think we saw right through that. If they got anyone on that, they're dumb and they're a moron watching that, where it's like, whoa, people already have chants for these teams that just got made up 10 seconds ago. No chance. I thought, here's my thing. It just felt like it was too much. Like, and this might sound like old man screaming at the cloud, but I don't think it is. It's like, the format and what you're watching is already so different that I don't think you need to change it up that much. It can still just be as close to golf as you want it to be. It doesn't need to also be like at one point they played Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis as Matt Fitzpatrick was just hitting a golf ball into a screen. I don't know that really makes any sense. And I think that they need to make the shots feel a little bit more meaningful, because this is a league that needs to be sustainable year after year after year, match after match after match. If every match is going to have music and fake cheering and booing, and it's just like, that's not how sports work. It's not natural. Like, it can't be in your face like that. They need to go out there and just perform in the arena that they were put in. That's my opinion. Like Tiger Woods facing Rory McIlroy, there can be silence. Like, big shots need to be hit. He has like a 150-yard wedge shot. Let it feel like it's a 150-yard wedge shot over a bunker to a tightly tucked pin. And if Tiger Woods does it, then the crowd erupts. But like, it doesn't need to be this whole like, whoa, oh, like that all night. It was like a game show. And they're laughing and they're hooting and hollering. Like, the players are all kind of like Matt Fitzpatrick hit a bad one. He laughed. He's like, he did like a little thing with his teeth. He's like, yeah, like you hit a bad one. Like, dude, like your team is losing. Like you should be like opening night of the Yankees Red Sox. Like, David Ortiz would get a base. You don't say like Mark Teixeira back in the day being like, opening day. Like it doesn't need to be this huge charade and circus. It can just be the golf that we know in this like really cool new environment and format.
Overall, the product was pretty damn good. I thought on a Tuesday night, for me, if I don't really have anything else going on, I'm absolutely going to watch it for sure. I'm not going to necessarily, if I got some buddies in town and there's a nice dinner, it's not going to be like a St. Louis Blues playoff game where I'll be like, nope, I need to be in front of my TV. But on a general Tuesday night, absolutely going to watch it. I think there's a ton of potential there. I think the number one issue is there's no competitive fire. And I don't think it's necessarily, I wouldn't, attribute that to the music or to that. I think that's the same thing we see in the match. It's the same reason Dave doesn't want to put celebrities in the creator event that we're going to do. And it's the same reason that it's really, really hard to recreate even with Live, where if you can't tell that it matters life and death to the players who are at their core insanely competitive people already. Whenever they talk about the ping pong matches behind the scenes at the Ryder Cup, they talk about how one guy will nearly strangle the other because they don't want to lose so badly. When they play money games back home, if it's for $5 or a nickel or for $5,000, they are competitive, absolute savages. And for whatever reason, in all these little things that they do on the side, that just doesn't come out. And you're right, Frankie. It's like when one team was down 7-1 or whatever, and then the team that was down, the New York team was down by $1 million. They hit another bad shot, and it was a hit and giggle, and it was kind of laughing. And it's like, dude, imagine if the quarterback on the losing team who's down 35-0 in game 2 of the regular season was laughing on the sidelines. Every time that happens, it goes crazy viral because people are like, this. I want to tune in to something where it matters. And I think that what people get really, I think that the wrong takeaway a lot of the time is like the players need to be funnier. That just needs to be more personality. And I just continue to go back to like what makes professional sports entertaining is the competitive nature of it. It is reality TV at the highest level because there truly is just a competitor against another competitor or a team against another team, and they actually want to win. Nobody knows the outcome until it actually occurs, and it's awesome to witness.